I said a 10-second car, not a 10-minute car.
You could push this across the finish line or tow it.
Couldn't even tow that across the finish line.
No faith.
Oh, I have faith in you, but this isn't a junkyard, this is a garage.
When we first got this car, the previous owner did make us aware of some issues, like the head gasket. He said the coolant and oil was mixing and it would not stay running. The gas gauge didn't work, as well as the temperature gauge. So this video, we're gonna dive into this car for the first time and see what we can find. If it's like something just so simple. Yeah. Well, today the plan is to actually see what is wrong with the Eclipse. Got my buddy Nick over here. He's got a head gasket tester. He's a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a YouTube guy that acts like he's a mechanic. So he's got a special tester that we are going to show you basically how to test and see if you actually have a bad head gasket. It's covered in dust. It's been neglected for like the past, well, since we've gotten it. Once we get everything situated with, I guess, the mechanical aspects of this car and actually get it working and driving, then we'll start making this car a lot more gooder, more correct. With a carbon hood, we're gonna get the correct wheels, the correct wing, and do a bunch of stuff to it. And I need to fix the sticker. We lost the T. These are OYO tires right now. Tackling this. So first things first, we're gonna, I guess, what do you think? Just start her up?
Yeah. That's what we
see what she does. All right. You remember which one is which? No, I'm just
let's not blow the main fuse.
Right. If the battery is too dead, you've got this.
Yep, the emergency. Yep.
Yeah, which will give it like a boost of power, but it only gives you but so much time to start it.
Correct.
I don't think it's going to start, but we'll try it. You heard it when I...
Yep, the lock's actuated.
Nothing, it's dead.
Yeah, stone dead.
Nothing.
Right now?
Still.
Really?
Nothing. Dude,
Wow.
I think that battery's so far gone.
It's possible for sure.
It read, it was like 0 volts.
Yeah.
I think that, but I mean, you heard like the power stuff. Yeah.
It has enough to power the accessories, but not start the engine. Dual purpose.
All right, I hear something. Nope, nothing. So we're gonna just pull another battery out of something else and just throw it in there. I think it's gonna be the Jeep. Throw that in here because we know it's good. All right, so this thing we don't believe has coolant in it. I mean, you're not gonna tell from there, but we're gonna see if there is some coolant in this. Because I don't think there is any. And if there is no coolant in it, the thermostat or the temperature sensor isn't gonna read anyway. Because the gate, oh shit, yeah, there's coolant. All right, so there is coolant. I mean, the coolant looked pretty clean though.
Yeah, and there's no sludge or milkiness. I think everybody knows what milky oil looks like.
Right, and it looks fine.
Yeah, it's got that real yellowish tint to it.
So that's not...
Those are
those are good signs, right?
We could also leave the cap off, start it up.
Okay, well, let's try it. Let's start her up, and we got the Jeep battery in there. It should start up fine now, and if it doesn't start, it may hesitate a little bit, just because it hasn't been started in a long time. All right. You ready? Dude, I'm getting nothing. Hold on. Yeah, when you were... There we go.
Going everywhere.
Did it? So what do you think?
It didn't geyser.
Oh shit, we got coolant everywhere. It shot up.
Just a little bit.
And that smoke is from the coolant.
Just from the coolant on the headers.
Yeah, it'll go away.
Yeah.
This, you want to explain what you got right here?
It's a head gasket tester, but it's technically considered a combustion leak down tester because you use this dyed fluid that, as it experiences exhaust gas or combustion gas, will change to a yellow or a green color, telling you that you have coolant entering your combustion chamber. So we're just going to fill it up. And you test it just like you're testing for your blood pressure.
Really?
Got it. this is doing is when you squeeze it, it's creating a vacuum, and then it's pulling up air through your cooling system, checking for that combustion gas. This is not the end-all be-all to head gasket testing for sure. You know, you want to check for misfires and anything weird, fouling on the spark plugs, check the cylinders for any coolant with a bore scope, because these aren't always 100%. Just like anything in the automotive world, you know, there's a lot of different things that can cause a lot of different issues, and it's a great test, but sometimes you can get a false positive, sometimes you can get a false negative. You just never know. But typically, if it turns green or yellow, you know you have a bad head gasket somewhere. But if it's not turning, that's a good indicator that you don't really need to be super scared. It seems to be running pretty healthy at the moment. It's not misfiring like crazy. You know, I do notice we're missing an O2 sensor on the downstream or upstream O2 right here at the header.
Yeah, the temperature gauge is working.
Oh, it is.
We might run out of gas. Yeah, we're at. Added a little bit of fuel, but the gauge is like stuck way down. Got a lot of that sticker off. Fuel gauge might be broke. I'm not sure. We're gonna just run it up the road and see what it do. Yeah, we're getting a carbon fiber hood for this, so this hood is pretty janky. We're gonna replace it. You hopping in? Yep. All right, this is gonna be first driving the Eclipse. Temperature gauge seems fine. Windows roll down. This is gonna be the first actual official drive in this thing.
Oh, seriously?
I've never driven it besides on and off the trailer. Oh, we got our CD too.
Oh yeah.
Good over there?
Yep.
Yeah, that. All that dust.
Yeah.
Dude, you just see the dust going everywhere.
It's horrible. Oh, it needs an alignment.
Oh my gosh. Or my steering wheel ain't on right.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I may just have to pull it off and rotate it, but the temperature gauge is reading fine.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds
It's running
good.
great. It's not misfiring. It's doing great. About the alignment.
Card, boom.
Yeah, I think
It's full.
So
the fuel gauge is busted. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up.
No, you should be fine.
Well, took 81 cents to fill it up. 81 cents. What do you think?
You might have an open wire on the fuel pump, or it might be something behind the dash. You know, we'll just have to look into it.
Nope. No. Can we pop the hood? So it's gonna need a new starter. Nothing. I'm wondering if we roll it and pop it.
What are you
Well, we need a starter.
Yep, for sure.
Once I put the correct wheels on this car, I'm gonna drop this thing.
Yeah.
To set it just right. Because I really don't want to drive it around looking like
Like a monster
janky
truck.
Yeah. Now that we know that the car is good, we don't have a head gasket issue that we think, well, that we could tell. Everything seems to be fine. We've driven it around a lot. The car's been running for over an hour now.
Yeah.
The temperature gauge looks great. Well, we have two issues. The fuel gauge isn't working. Starter is bad. So I think we need to give her the old Joyride treatment with some proper burnouts. I know it's a front-wheel drive car, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot anyways.
Didn't really smoke the tires or anything. Those are a pretty hard tire tread. They didn't really burn much.
Only the front tires were removed.
Yeah.
So it didn't burn out with one tire.
Yeah, he got a one tire fire. Little smoky?
Yeah. I don't know how it looked from the outside, but it looked like a lot of smoke and the back tires just staying still.
Pretty much.
So it was pulling them.
Oh yeah.
Dude, a one-wheel peel?
Yeah.
Oh, if you would have been on the other side, it probably would have looked a lot better.
It would have,
right?
but the sun was so bad.
Maybe I need to do it again going this way.
Yeah, I think you might have to. We're just gonna torture test it. That looked really cool.
Yeah. Well,
You could see the right rear trying to turn, but kept getting stopped.
dude. Yeah, we're just wearing out these tires. They're still good. She does a burnout. What do you guys think? Good burnout? Good burnout?
Yeah.
Cool. And temperature gauge is still looking great, man. Dude, everything seems fine. Okay, so a little bit of update. It did die on us, and it sounded like it ran out of gas. So we're thinking we just basically put 5 gallons in here, and there's no way we used 5 gallons. So we're thinking that the vent tube is clogged or something. It's not allowing it to vent, but we basically had to manipulate that to get the gas to go in, and we had to kind of manually vent it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to start it. We know that we need a starter. I did adjust the steering wheel. Let's see. You hitting the starter. There we go. Let's see what we got. Gas light is off, but gas is still down.
So light is off, gauge is working.
Give it a second, it's coming up. Oh, it's coming up, dude. Coming up slow.
I don't know how big these tanks are offhand. I'm guessing probably about 12 gallons.
Right. Oh yeah, she's coming up, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a good sign. Fuel gauge works. It's a vent tube. Now we're up there. We're up above a quarter tank.
Cool.
That's good. We good to go. Well, I am so glad and relieved that there is no major issues that we found with the car. Kind of makes me feel bad because I never really dived into this after getting the car, because I was just under the assumption that it had a major head gasket issue. Probably should have just dove into this earlier, but just glad that there's nothing major with this car, because we could have been having fun with this thing on the channel. I just kind of set it off other end of the garage, kind of left it on the back burner, thinking that it was going to be a major repair and I'll get around to it once we get this thing completely 100% roadworthy. What do you guys think? Should we start daily driving it? Because I was thinking about just dailying this thing. It's gonna be good on gas. It's basically just a stock Eclipse. It just looks cool. It's just a huge relief, and I mean, that's not to say that after I get to driving it around, we start discovering other issues with it, but I will share it with you guys. And I did make a playlist for this car on the channel, so I try to make playlists for all my videos to kind of keep them more organized so they're not just kind of scattered around on the channel, because we do a lot of different things, like with the C10. So we do have some parts coming for it, and we have some parts here already. Now that we've figured this out, I'm just a lot more motivated to getting this thing going, making it more correct. But check this out. Check this out. What do we got here? Oh, snap. Little sneak peek.